All right, so this is a really great question. This is a perfect example of a conceptual type of question that can actually enhance your gameplay. So Michaelism asks, "What? How can I know when my opponent has adapted to what I'm doing and learns when they are getting hit?" So first of all, this requires a lot of experience because you have to be able to rate the actions of your opponent. One of the ways that I'm able to do this, so I'll speak from personal experience here. One of the reasons I'm able to do this very well is because I'm constantly observing how my opponent adapts to all situations. So it's true that you can observe how your opponent reacts to one situation, and sometimes it's very obvious because the player's body language changes outside of the game, and sometimes it's obvious because the way the character's body language or the way that they are motioning their character changes within the game. But from a very early position on in the match, you want to be determining the level of play that your opponent has by one, how deliberate is their motion to start off with. If you can determine the level of play that I can determine the level of play that my opponent is capable of by how they control their character. If I see that my opponent is very fluid and adept at controlling their character, and they're spacing in such a way, and they're pressuring in such a way, and they're defending in such a way that they are a high level player, then it suggests to me that their rate of adaptation is also higher. So, if I see, okay, my opponent has very sloppy motion, then it also suggests to me that they have very sloppy adaptation. So, usually, by determining the level of play of my opponent, by observing how they move, their motion, and how they adapt to general situations, not just the specific situation you see, can tell me, okay, I think they've probably learned to adapt here or not.